Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss risk management for second semester MCOM students BNU. So in this class, we are moving towards another your topic of risk management. So it's the way of managing risk. Till now we have discussed several risks. We have discussed uncertainties, we have discussed perils it causes, and various types of risk. So now what is the solution? If we have various types of risk, every business has a risk. If there's no risk, there will be no gain or no profit. Every business man needs to face the risk. So if there is risk, there will be some solutions through which we can avoid the risk, through which we can retain the risk, through which we can transfer the risk to another party. So let's discuss how can we manage the risk or how can we avoid the risk. So here there are five types or ways of managing the risk. First one is risk avoidance. So here risk avoidance means totally we are taking a back step from taking the risk, that is elimination of risk. Next is risk reduction here. So risk reduction means reducing the risk through some precautions. We are reducing our level of risk. Next is risk transfer. So risk transfer here, our risk will be transferred to any another party. So third party to third party we are transferring the risk. Next is risk retention. So risk retention here means accepting the risk. Whatever the losses we are going to face, we are face to face we are accepting it. That is called as risk retention. It is also a way of facing the risk, right? Next is non-insurance transfer. So non-insurance transfer, in this we have three types. We'll discuss it when we move to this one. So let's discuss risk avoidance. So what is this risk avoidance? One point here, risk avoidance means totally simple terms, we are taking a back step. We don't want to face that risk. That is called as risk avoidance. So it is completely avoiding the activity that poses a potential risk. So if we came to know that that activity or that investment will give us risk, will our investment will be in danger, means we are not going to invest in that. That is called as risk avoidance. We are totally avoiding it. So we are totally avoiding it by not facing that risk. So here indirectly it means we are avoiding the possibility of gain. So I told you, we all know that every business, either as a small business or a big business, every business has a risk. So if you are not ready to face a risk, the possibility of gain will be reduced. Obviously, if you are facing the risk, the possibility of gain may be increased. Obviously, we have losses of chances of loss also eventually when we compare to gain. So here example means, example here, the best example, we know stocks. So in stock market, if you are going to invest, daily stock fluctuations will be there. So if you are going to invest in some company, you were interested, now you came to know that stocks or shares are going to the value is going to decrease in the future. So you have decided not to invest or not to buy those stocks. Next, if you are fearful of getting divorced, you can avoid it by not marrying it. Obviously nobody will do this, but everyone will fear for divorce. So here an example they have given is that by not marrying you can avoid by getting divorce. So this is risk avoidance. Risk reduction. So here risk reduction means mitigating the risk. So mitigating means reducing the risk. How can we reduce the risk? We can reduce the risk by taking some of the precautions, right? If your the precaution is better than cure, as a famous phrase we have, we all know, precaution is better than cure. We are taking some of the precautions to avoid the risk. For example, the security alarms. So in factories, big factories, there are security alarms. When fire occurs, the alarm automatically rings. And also security alarms for theft also. And there are many technological advancement has been done where every risk can be avoided with the help of a technology. So like that only, while driving, if you are wearing the seat belts, and in bikes if we are wearing helmets, that can reduce the possibility of accidents, right? So if we are wearing the helmet is a very important precaution that must be followed by every rider, right? So if we are wearing helmet, our head will be protected. If something happens, like accidents happens, if we our head will be protected. So helmet is one of the precaution we have taken while driving. And also seat belts, if we have wear the seat belts, it can also protect, it can also reduce some of the risk we can get by getting accident, right? So this is called as risk reduction. Next we have risk transfer. So risk transfer here means transferring the risk to the third party. So here how we can do, we know insurance. So for what purpose we are paying premium, we have entered into an insurance contract means obviously to transfer our risk. So for example, life insurance. So something happens to us, behind us there are many survivor dependents of us. So to make after our death, to make them financially strong, we are entering into a life insurance. And fire insurance, we are entering into the fire insurance to protect our stock. So if our warehouse is being fired, our factory is been has occurred fire, means whatever the loss that has incurred, that will be paid by the insurance company. So these are the transfer of risk. We are transferring risk to the third party, means the insurance company. The person, the businessman is transferring his whole risk, either it is of his stock, is his life, he is transferring it to the third party. In return, he is paying some periodic payments, that is premium, right? So that is called as risk transfer. So insurance policies are another methods of managing the risk. By taking insurance policy, the risk of loss can be transferred from insured person to the insurance company. We have I told you fire insurance, that where the house owner can transfer the risk to the insurance company by getting claiming that whatever the loss he has faced. Next is risk retention. So here risk retention means accepting the risk. How he is accepting the risk means, already he will know that by doing this activity he will be unhealthy, or he will get some risk. For example, here smoking. So in every packet of that cigarettes or BD, whatever the drugs also, they have written that smoking is injurious to health. We have all seen that smoking is injurious to health. So on the front of that packet only it will be written. But even reading this, even they know that this is dangerous to their health, the smokers will do this. That is, they are accepting whatever is going to happen or to their health, to their body, to themselves, they are accepting it. That is called as risk retention. So risk retention is accepting the risk when the risk is not avoided or reduced or transferred. So we have discussed three types. One is risk is avoided, where risk is reduced, where risk is retained, when risk is transferred. When these three situations are not possible, risk is not avoided, it is not transferred, and it is not reduced, that when that time the person will accept that risk, right? If the risk is in front of us, we have to accept it. So here risk retention means accepting the risk. The example, best example through which you can remember the meaning is smoking. Next, non-insurance transfer. So we discuss risk transfer, where the insured person will transfer the risk to the third party, that is to the insurance company. In return, he is going to pay the premium, and after getting the loss by fire or something, if he is dead, he has to claim that amount. So here non-insurance transfer is without insurance, how we can transfer the risk from one party to the another party. So first here is a normal contract. So normal contract is a common way of transferring the risk by a contract by purchasing the warranty. See here, many goods, if we are purchasing electric goods, especially we are getting a warranty card. In appliances also, home appliances also, we are getting a warranty card. So in within that period, if that particular product has damage, means we can show that warranty card and we can exchange our products. That is called as a contract. Next is hedging. Hedging is a huge concept we are going to discuss in detail in the last chapter. So hedging means reducing the risk, like derivatives we have discussed earlier. Hedging is also the same concept where we are reducing the risk. Next is diversification. You have I think you have heard the word portfolio management. So portfolio management here means basket of investment. Instead of investing in one investment, we are dividing or diversifying our funds into several investments. Like here in the image it is shown that instead of investing in gold only, he is investing in some cash elements and also and both of cash and gold. So basket of investment means diversifying the investment. Instead of investing only in stocks, he can invest in in mutual funds also. He can invest in another investments. A basket of investment, that is called as a diversification or portfolio management. So this is the way of managing the risk, of way of handling the risk. So we discussed 5 types. One is risk avoidance, next is risk reduction, risk transfer, risk retention, and non-insurance transfer, in that contract, hedging, and diversification. That's it about today's class. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comments below or in your WhatsApp group. Thank you. If you like this video and you found it helpful, please like and share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.